Hey everybody, and I'm Glendor here, and welcome back to another episode of Mang-August. Uh, that will never not sound weird. Um, um, so, uh, this one, number 21, is high school debut. Now, I don't read a whole lot of, shoujo beat mangas. Wow, the lighting is terrible right now. Whatever. I don't read a whole lot of shoujo beat mangas, and it's not to say they're bad by any means. It's just most of them don't catch me. Most of them seem more like romantic comedies than anything else. And like that's nice every once in a while, but I don't want that to be 24/7 what I read. So like shoujo beat just never really grabs me usually, with a few exceptions like Vampire Knight and this one. But while Vampire Knight had an ending that's meh, and had parts in the middle that were like meh, High School Debut, I can safely say, is entertaining from start to finish. I was very entertained throughout the entire thing. It's basically about this girl, a tomboy, who throughout the entirety of her middle school career, she was incredibly good at sports. Um, but she was not that good with attracting the attention of guys. Guys never really seemed to like her. She of course had some crushes, but like no guy ever seemed to give her any attention. She wasn't popular in middle school. Um, and So when she gets into high school, she decides that she wants to gain the attention of more guys. And so she decides to enlist the help of the school's popular guy. Like he's this popular badass. He's good at sports. He's good at sports. He's a badass. He's popular with the girls. He seems to be, and he's good with grades. He seems to be like this all around ideal guy for any girl, and like he is pretty cool. And She decides to ask him for help, to help her become the type of girl that guys would notice, that guys would want to go out with. And reluctantly at first, he agrees, and the two of them form a sort of unlikely friendship. Now, with that set up, everybody already knows instantly those two are going to end up hooking up before the end. Everybody knows it. That's not a spoiler because that's freaking the setup for every... That's what happens in every setup like this. It's to be expected. But what's really interesting to me is that they actually hook up very early on in the story. I think it's like the third or fourth volume when they hook up, and there's only like 13 volumes total. Sadly, it was not that popular. It didn't go on for that long. It got the Death Note treatment where it wasn't that popular when it was going on, but after it ended, people started talking about it. Yeah, it is very interesting. I like how they actually got together very early on, and through the rest of the manga, they're just kind of building their relationship, going through problems while they're in the relationship. While at the same time, he's still trying to teach her to be more feminine, to not be as much of a tomboy and be more feminine, be more of the type of girl that a lot of guys would like. Because that was the deal. He's going to keep his promise to her. He's going to continue to teach her that stuff. But he's doing that while they're dating, and that's an interesting dynamic. It creates a lot of interesting conversations between the characters. And I've never really seen a manga do something like that, where, yeah, these two are dating, but you wouldn't be able to tell at first glance. Because it seems more like he's kind of a mentor to her. Like he's teaching her how to attract the attention of guys. You wouldn't be able to tell at first glance that they're dating. And so that's an interesting dynamic that really intrigued me. And uh, it's it's really good. It is really good. I really enjoy it. Um, and yeah, so I like this manga. I think it is a very good manga. If you are in the mood for a a little short romantic comedy, like it's barely over 100 chapters. If you're in the mood for a short romantic comedy, I would definitely recommend this. This is pretty good. Um, Definitely my favorite manga from Shoujo Beat. Um, like it has made a few other good things. Like I said, Vampire Knight. Though that we won't see that here on this list. Sorry guys, but it didn't hold up in some parts, and I just couldn't think of a reason to actually put it on this list. Um, but yeah, so that's it for this one. Go check it out. I think this one's online. I'm not sure exactly where. Um, but if you will excuse me, I need to get to Gen Con. See ya.